Friends, and welcome to a new reading vlog. So today is Bookmas day 19, so that means it is just going to be a festive, fun reading vlog. I have so many romance books here, actually, like Christmassy romance books that I need to read. It is ridiculous, honestly, but I'm really excited for this. So to start off with what I'm currently reading, I'm currently listening to All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox, and I am probably about halfway through this one. I decided to start with this one because it was one of the books that my boyfriend wrapped in last week's reading vlog, so it felt appropriate to read this one first. And I had just recently read The Holiday Swap, which is the other Christmassy read by this author, and I did really like it. This one, I'm not sure how I feel yet. It is like a country sort of Christmas romance. It's country music stars, and it's actually set partially in Canada, which is cool. I didn't really expect that. But it starts off with like they are doing this publicity stunt, so they start dating for that to win this like reality competition show, like The Voice sort of thing, and then something ends up happening, so then it's like a year later and nothing has gone as they were expecting it to. Like they kind of realized things were real, and then that's when they broke everything off. So we'll see. It kind of started with fake dating, and it was a very interesting kind of way to start the story, but we're gonna see how that's going to go. But I also am physically reading Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle, which I once again am not really sure how I feel about this one yet. I've been slowly but surely making my way through this one for the past little bit. I'm just unsure about like the writing so far, to be entirely honest, which I have a couple of other books by this author, so I'm hoping that I'm going to like the writing. Right now, it just seems very chaotic is the only way I can think to describe it. It's very fast paced, but it also is just, there's a lot happening. It's about a character who is kind of fooling her family into thinking that she like is still rich and doing really well, but she's actually absolutely not. And she ends up accidentally summoning a Christmas spirit, and he is like the other character in the book. So yeah, I'm really not sure yet, and I'm probably about like a quarter of the way through that one. These are all the other Christmas books that I have here. Oh my god, I have so many. So we have Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane, which is by the author of The Charm Offensive, and it is one that I would really like to get to. We have The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk, which I thought was going to be something different, but it actually kind of sounds like something I might not like. I think it was this one. It's like a Groundhog Day sort of Christmas situation. How to Excavate a Heart by Jake Amaya Arlo. I can't honestly remember what this one is about. This is the fossil-filled Jewish Christmas time romance of my dreams. Cool. Then we have Season of Love by Helena Greer, which is about a main character who ends up inheriting her family's Jewish-run Christmas tree farm. Sounds so great. And then we have A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. So Julie Murphy is an author that I've really loved. This one, I like still think this looks like a YA, but it is not a YA story. I think part of it is because it's hardcover. It makes it seem more like a YA, but it's an adult film star who ends up actually, unexpectedly, she ends up in a family-friendly Christmas movie. Then we have Your Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janofsky. This one is a charming Christmas LGBTQIA plus new adult rom-com, perfect for fans of Schitt's Creek and Red, White, and Royal Blue. Then we also have Talk Santa to Me by Linda Urban. This is the one that I wasn't so sure about anymore. Yeah, it seems very, very corny, but we'll see. Maybe. It's like a character whose family owns a holiday shop. Her name is literally Frankincense. So yeah, that was kind of the last straw for me. A Very Merry Bromance by Lisa K. Adams is the next book in the Bromance Book Club series. So I would definitely really like to actually get to this one this year. I think I will be prioritizing this one. And then we have Whiteout by Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon, sorry. But this is just like a series of Christmas holiday spirit sort of reads. It is set in a mall, a deserted aquarium. It's like the snowstorm that ends up hitting Atlanta, and then you are following all sorts of different characters in there. Then we have The Holiday Trap by Roan Parrish. This one is like two characters who it's kind of a holiday situation, like The Holiday, the movie. And then we have The Christmas Clash by Suzanne Park. This is an enemies to lovers story set at Christmas time at the mall. Sounds fun. So those are all of the Christmas books that I have to read. Oh my god, I have so many. Oh no, there's actually one over here too. Okay, my bad. I also have So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andrean, which I've had for a really long time. So that one I would like to prioritize. But that is where we are at. We have a giant pile of Christmas books to read, but that's what we have to look forward to. Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. I am sitting here in my little Christmassy pajamas. Yes, I have another pair of Christmassy pajamas on and I am just getting work done. I have not updated you guys in a while because I have been quite busy, unfortunately. We had someone over for dinner last night, so it was really nice, and then I'm just like preparing for some Christmas parties that I have coming up and obviously doing Bookmas stuff. But today I'm going to be doing some work because I actually have time. I did want to give you guys an update though. I have my little peppermint mocha here and like this is one of my favorite. I have a lot of Christmas mugs, but I love this one. It is so cute with all the little weenies on it. I do like to keep this one out for winter actually because it's like a wintry mug. There's some things that I like to keep out like past Christmas time because they're more winter than they are Christmas. This is one of them. Anyways, as you can kind of see here, I have shelved all of my Christmassy reads. So it is wild the amount that I have. I have down here, this one I didn't fit anything on because it's small. And then I have some right here. So they're just like shelved in front of what I usually would have there. But most of these on the bottom I have read, apart from these hardcovers. I have read all of these. And then here I've read a couple of them, but for the most part, these are all the ones that I have to read. I actually realized when I was telling you guys the other day about what I had to read, I missed a couple. So I missed We Met in December by Rosie Curtis. And then I also missed Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayless. So there's no way I'm getting through all of these, but I'm gonna give it my best effort. So I have actually already finished with my first read. I finished with All I Want for Christmas, and I didn't enjoy this one as much as I liked the holiday swap, and mostly because like the main conflict in this is just not even miscommunication, but lack of communication. So it's really frustrating. You're just kind of like wanting the characters to talk to each other. So that was definitely my main issue with this one. I thought the romance was really cute and it definitely like brought me to Nashville Christmas and all of that. I did enjoy the romance a lot, but I was very, very frustrated with the characters and their lack of communication. So that could be very irritating. However, it was like a very cute read. So I did enjoy it. It just definitely was really irritating at times. So from finishing that, I still am working my way through Just Like Magic very slowly, but surely. I really want to try and finish that one. Maybe today, that would be awesome, but I'm kind of being ambitious there. But I did start listening to Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane, which is by the author of The Charm Offensive, and I'm like 10% went through this one, so not very far at all, but I am liking it so far. I mean, if after 10% I'm not liking it, then there's an issue. So I'm gonna try and do like a book a day. That is kind of my goal. Since I have so many books here, I really want to try and do that, and I think that I should be able to. But we'll see. I'm gonna try and kind of push myself to do that so then I can get through a lot of these. That would be awesome. So that's kind of just where we're at today. So I will update you guys a little bit later, but I'm going to get some work done so then I can have some time to read later. Hello everyone and happy Friday. I was hoping to film this with my computer in the background because it has so many cute little like backgrounds going, but I feel like the lighting is really bad and it might just be distracting. We're just gonna go with it for now. But happy Friday, like I said. Today is a busy day. I had originally got up at 4:45, was planning out my day, everything I was gonna do, and then I completely ended up switching what I was gonna do. I was going to do some editing today, but I'm in a really good spot as far as the editing goes. So instead, I've decided to work on the social assets and the extra things because I decided to do shorts in addition to everything else that I'm doing. I'm posting a reel and a TikTok for pretty much every video that goes up. So right now I've been working on making the little thumbnails for the shorts and all of that. But yeah, today is going to be just kind of a day of doing those things, and it's going to be a little bit more relaxed. Like I said, good spot with the editing, so I'm really happy about that. But I have finished 2 books, and we're actually getting a winter storm today, so I have moved on to a new book based on that. So first of all, I have moved on to Whiteout by various authors because it's about like a snowstorm in Atlanta, and it just felt perfect. Like, I'll show you the snow when I'm done with filming this little bit because there's a lot of it. There was like nothing. They kept on talking about the storm, and usually, you know, you wake up and it's like snow, but I woke up and there was nothing, and I was like, oh, cool. But then it arrived, and it like that. It's just been so much snow. So when we last spoke, I was making my way through Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane, and I did enjoy this one. I finished with it, and I thought it was a cute, like, solid read. I think it reminded me a lot of, and maybe because I recently watched it, but the movie with Kristen Stewart, The Happiest Season, it reminded me quite a bit of that one with like going to visit the family, and obviously this is also like a sapphic relationship, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one and definitely like want to read more of Alison Cochrane. I do have her other books, so that's exciting, but this one was super good. It was really cute. There were definitely things where I was like, I found it kind of predictable, but I mean, it's a cute Christmas story. Like, what can I expect? But then I moved on to Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayliss, which I finished with not too long ago, and I have mixed feelings on this one. This is by the author of The 12 Dates of Christmas, which I read, it wasn't last year, I don't think. It was like a couple of years ago, but I did like that one a lot when I read it. This one I found kind of frustrating. So first of all, I was almost done with it, or maybe I was at the halfway point and I was like, this is really long. Like, I found that it was dragging once I got to the halfway point. And it doesn't look like a terribly long book, but it just felt super long. I guess it is 400 pages. Wow. I don't think it had to be that long. It was definitely dragging. And then it kind of, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit bored. And then things kind of took a twist and I was like, this is stupid. I almost DNF'd it, but I didn't have very much left of it. I had like maybe half an hour or so left of the audiobook. So I was like, no, I'll see it through because I do have like that little bit left. But I was like, I just felt like the character made such a stupid decision, and it was so obvious that it was a dumb decision. I was like, how do you not see this blowing up in your face? But also it wasn't entirely unexpected because there were like so many things that, you know, everything was fine, everything was happy. You knew that something was going to go wrong because there was still like stuff left in the book, and it just had been too easy for too long. But yeah, kind of mixed feelings on this one overall. I don't think it was a bad Christmas read per se. I just think that it kind of dragged a little bit and it wasn't my favorite. So I am reading this right now, and it's only like a 3-hour audiobook when it's twice the speed. So I should be able to finish this one today, which would be awesome because I did not achieve my like 1 book a day goal. I have not kept up with that. So I want to get back to that. And then I also really need to finish with Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel. I read a little bit of it last night, but I'm hoping I can finish that one today. I'm going to like add it to my revised to-do list because I've been reading it for way too long at this point. And it's not that I'm not liking it. I am kind of unsure. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about the writing, but it's just been like how time has been going. But I will show you guys the snow now. Like I said, like it is, yeah, there's a lot of snow happening. Oh, you can't even see it because that makes it look even worse than it actually is. There we go. Okay, so there's quite a bit of snow happening. Like, there was no snow this morning. Now there's a lot of snow. Just to kind of give you an idea of how things are going. I also am going to do a quick little haul for you guys. I haven't been vlogging very much for this particular vlog, but I feel like when I do, I'm like, there's a lot. I just want to show you guys the couple of things that I picked up because I had like a gift card. So I picked up a couple of things yesterday. I was doing some running around because we have a Christmas party and we're playing that like Yankee Swap White Elephant, whatever you want to call it, game. So I got some things for that and then just a couple of things for myself. I don't really have too many like exciting things here, but I still wanted to show you. I kind of like doing hauls. I went to Ardenne, I don't know how to say it, but I picked up some new sweatpants. I got like a blue and then I'm wearing the green because I am trying to like get myself to get dressed every day, even if it means sweatpants. and I felt like I was wearing sweatpants a lot because it'll be cold, it's cozy, you know, so I wanted to get some new colors of them. But basically, I just feel better if I get dressed every day. These are like a camel kind of color. And yeah, I liked these a lot, and I had a birthday coupon as well. But I want to like get dressed, even if it means putting on sweatpants, because it makes me feel better and more productive. And I like, even if I'm wearing loungewear, it just feels different if I, you know, get changed, but whatever. I also got these ones, which I think will be nice for like going out sweatpants. I'm gonna see how they fit, and then I might get some other colors because I can see this being something I would wear a lot, but they're just kind of like a nylon-y fabric, so they seem a little bit more active or acceptable, I guess, to wear out of the house. I will try to like wear outfits where I'm dressing up sweatpants, and it's not that I care about what other people are seeing, it's I feel better about myself, you know? So I also got a couple of pairs of pajamas though. I have realized that I am super picky about what my pajama material is, and I've like gotten rid of a bunch of pajamas because I realized I was always reaching for the same things because I liked the material. So I want that like jersey sort of material. I don't like stiff fabrics. I like that jersey. I think it's like a mix of polyester and elastane or something. I can't think of how to describe it. I hope you can tell just by looking at it. I wanted to like replace the other pajamas I got rid of with some that I will actually wear. So these I got at Winners. They're just kind of plain striped, and then these, Ardennes has the material that I love. Like they are my favorite, so I picked up quite a few of their like Christmassy ones, but I'll wear them year round. But then I also picked up these ones because it has like polar bears and penguins in sweaters, which is really cute. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys those things, but I am going to get back to work now. This was kind of a nice little break, but now I have a lot of stuff to do. I want to get a lot accomplished today, and it's gonna be a good day. Good morning. This is literally just a vlog of morning updates. So yeah, it's Saturday. The amount of snow that we got, like I was telling you guys, oh, we're supposed to get a lot of snow. This is the most that we have ever gotten like since I moved. And I know that this is common for Quebec, but there is so much snow. Like it's so deep. It actually, I don't know if you can see, nah, not really, but it actually broke a branch off of our tree because it was so heavy. Charlie is struggling because there is so much. Charlie! I can't even photograph it or video how much there is. There is so much snow. So much snow, right, Spud? Yes. Nope, don't drink my coffee, please. But we are all cozied up inside because that is exactly the vibe for today. So I did finish a book since I talked to you guys last. I finished with, I don't even know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. I finished with a Whiteout, and this was really cute. Definitely perfect for like the weather that was happening. I enjoyed the fact that it was a bunch of like intertwining stories, and it was all like different perspectives and everything. Definitely reminded me of Let It Snow. But I think I kind of may have enjoyed this one a little bit more. I also liked the fact that you didn't know which author wrote which. Like there is kind of like a hint thing at the end, but I just kind of like not really knowing who wrote which story. I thought that was a lot of fun for kind of like a different element to things. So yeah, since finishing with this one, I have decided to move on to A Very Merry Bromance by Lissa. I thought it was Lisa, and I have been saying that for years now, but Lissa K. Adams. So I actually am listening to the audiobook for this one. I've never listened to the series on audio, so that is why like I didn't know how to pronounce her name. This cover is actually so cute. I've never looked at it, but it is adorable. So yeah, this one I had wanted to read it, and then I was kind of putting it off a little bit just because this is about Colton, and he is the country music star from the series. And because I read All I Want for Christmas at the beginning of this vlog, that one is also about country music and country music stars. So I kind of felt like I should wait a little bit, but now I feel like I've read enough books in between that I'm okay to go with this one. So I'm hoping that I can finish this one today, but I'm also trying to like smash out as much editing as I possibly can today. I spent a lot of time yesterday just kind of getting organized because there are so many moving parts to Bookmas where I have to do a thumbnail, I have to do the description, I'm doing like an Amazon list pairing with each video, I'm doing a reel and an Instagram post and a TikTok and in YouTube Short I've started doing now. So there are so many moving parts that I'm trying to keep track of. I keep on thinking of Trixie Mattel whenever I say that, but I use Notion for my organization. This isn't sponsored, but I'm using Notion for my organization, which you cannot even see. Okay, so I've definitely changed this to fit my own needs, but I originally got this template off of someone on YouTube. I cannot remember who, but if I find it, then I will link it down below for you guys. But I essentially use this to like track all of my videos, but then I also was kind of having trouble tracking the additional things, like I said, the Instagrams, TikToks, all of that. So I just kind of duplicated it and made a separate one for all of the other content, which seems a lot bigger because you have a photo post and a video post. So this is really helping me kind of keep track of things. You guys might not care, but this is just kind of a little behind the scenes of things. And then I also started using these trackers a little bit better because, I mean, Notion is something that I'm like slowly but surely figuring out. But this is just kind of, this was a really good way for me to see a list format. I like seeing the calendar format, but I also like seeing the list. So I've started doing that. And then I also started doing that here for like my videos as well. I have like the month ahead planned out. Like this is, it's basically, I have a rule where it's showing me for the next month. And yeah, I just felt like this was kind of helpful for me to kind of take a day and just get organized and really focus on that. Like it might seem like a minor thing, but it's something that, like I said, with so many things that I'm trying to do, it was really helpful to kind of sit back and get organized and see how can I best do this. So I did that yesterday. I got like all of my social posts planned and drafted, and like the ones that I could scheduled. So today I have a few that I want to film as well, and then I actually have a video that I have to film. Unfortunately, I had been done with filming for Bookmas, but then I was going to edit one of the videos. I was going to edit my scavenger hunt, and I had something giant and green in my teeth, which is like so comical, but for the whole video. And I know like, oh, it's not a big deal, but I didn't really have as much footage as I would have wanted to for that video anyways. And I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna post a whole video where I have something like giant in my teeth. Sorry, my screensaver just went on. So yeah, I need to refilm that today, so that's fine. And if I don't get it to it today, then tomorrow's fine. But that's kind of what's been up. Hi guys, and happy Sunday. So I do have a lot of makeup on right now. I actually have a Christmas party later tonight, and I'm just about to get ready to do some last minute filming. Like I said, I had one video to film, but I have been very busy today. Got up early and have been like nonstop ever since. I made myself a hot chocolate, so I'm enjoying that. But we were supposed to bring an appetizer tonight, so I made some food. I already have it like packaged up, but I made some bacon wrapped dates, which are stuffed with goat cheese, and then they have like a bourbon honey glaze on them. And then I also have spinach dip here, which is just staying warm. So I am all prepared to go, but I need to wrap a couple of presents. I need to wrap the gifts that I got. We're doing like a white elephant Yankee swap sort of thing. So I'm going to listen to the rest of my audiobook while I do that. I'm really almost done with it.
Shiver, but not cold enough to snow. Cold enough to know it's winter. Perfect time to say our first hello. Scarves and sweaters bundled up in cotton, knowing names that wouldn't be forgotten, laughing over our own sense of humor underneath the Christmas lights that glow. I'm glad I got to know you better. We've come so far since that December. Who would have known I would have made my best friend on that night? Under 1,000 Christmas lights.
Okay, just ignore everything that's happening behind me. It's a mess, but I finished with my book, so I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm just kind of getting ready for the party that I have, and also I changed into pajamas because I decided that for my scavenger hunt, I'm going to wear pajamas because that seems just cozy and it feels like a good time to do that. And I'm just always looking for videos where I can wear pajamas. I mean, I just have a lot of really cute Christmas pajamas, so I'm just gonna wear those. That's actually gonna be 2 days in a row of videos where I'm wearing pajamas because my Christmas book haul I also did in pajamas. But anyways, I really enjoyed the latest Bromance Book Club read. I felt like it was a super cute book. This is the first one that I've listened to in audio, and I am kind of confused about the name of the Russian. I thought that his name, is Vlad pronounced Vlad? This might just be me being ignorant, but I was completely unaware of that, but the narrator kept saying Vlad, so that was weird, and I can't say that I loved it, but I mean, it was a good overall read. I feel like it was a good Christmassy one. I have read so many Christmas books this year, way more than I ever have before, and I noticed that they're obviously, I'm not a big Hallmark movie fan, to be entirely honest. I really don't watch them, so I am aware though of the tropes and everything. My mom loves watching them, so they've always kind of been on in the background, usually. So I definitely am also I just know the tropes, which obviously the books are going to be pretty similar to that. I noticed that at least the ones that I'm picking, there's a lot of rich families, and that has been something that I have been reading about quite a bit. But this was another one with a rich family, but I felt like it was kind of different than the previous ones that I've read because it was a character who was kind of rejecting her family and her upbringing in a way because she felt like she had more than she needed. She was kind of rejecting that privilege, and she's an immigration lawyer, and it was just a very interesting dynamic. And I also really love Colton. It was nice for him to get his own story, and I felt like it had enough festive elements, but it also, I think, is a book that you could read any time of year, honestly. So yeah, I quite enjoyed this latest installment, and I don't know who's next. I know that the author, I believe, is writing, I'm missing pieces of hair, but the author is writing the book that is within the first book, I think is the one that's being written right now. I'm not sure if she's planning on writing all of them, but I know that that's where things are at right now, so we'll see. So from that, I have now moved on to, what did I move on to? Oh, I started listening to So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andreen because I have read a lot of newer Christmas reads this year, and I feel like I should get to the ones that I've had for a while now, and that is one that I've had for at least, I think I picked it up last year. So it's not terribly long, but it's still something I don't want it to kind of sit there for another year. So there's that one. And then We Met in December that I would really like to read, but I'm probably not going to get to all of them this year. We'll see. I will probably continue with the Christmas Eve reads for the rest of the week because I mean, Christmas is a week from today. So I'll probably continue with it for the rest of the week. And then I don't know what I'm going to read because I'm so excited about so many books right now that I'm I have no clue what I'm going to want to actually go for. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. But this vlog is going to be so long of, I said, just random clips. I hope that's fine with you guys. I'm getting back to vlogging, and it's something that I'm going to continue to do in the new year because I do really like it. I'm getting as Bookmas is winding down, or at least my editing is winding down and the stuff that I have to do is winding down relatively. I'm going to have to be done it in the next couple of days because of my schedule and everything. I find myself looking forward to January already, which is so funny. So yeah, I'm already getting really excited for January and video ideas and everything. And I think it's going to be a good time. And I'm really loving doing TikTok, honestly, and short form content, and I plan on continuing that a lot in the new year as well. But that's kind of where we're at. Also, if you guys wanted to know how I curl my hair, because I know you guys ask sometimes, I find that the trick, I never used to be very good at curling my hair, and I mean, I find that it looks much better. This is a bad example. I find that it looks much better with my extensions in, because then it's longer. That one kind of got messed up there. But essentially what I do is take, like, I don't know, whatever length of hair, and then you wrap it around, but instead of like having it, you know how sometimes it will naturally twist? You don't want that to happen. So instead of having it twist, it like lays flat across the barrel. I know a lot of people probably already know that, but I used to just kind of like be like, whatever, and let it twist, but it makes such a difference. And then I'll let it out and I'll like hold it in my hand for a little bit. Sometimes it gets caught on the end of this, and that's why it doesn't, that's why it was messed up before. It is so hot in here, and I know I'm using a curling iron, which isn't helping, but oh my god, I'm hot. Also, this is a Remington curling iron. It's my absolute favorite. Like, I also have the Remington straightener, and that's my favorite. But yeah, I think that I might actually end this vlog here. You'll know if I end up doing another clip, but I think that I'm gonna call it here. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. It's the final vlog of Bookmas, but like I said, there will be like more vlogs coming in the new year. And tomorrow is going to be Bookmas Day 20. So I'm going to be talking about the books that I never talk about. So essentially, that's books that I read this year that I feel like I just didn't talk about enough. Like, they definitely have been mentioned in at least one video, but I feel like they could get more love, and I'm gonna give them that tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys in that video then. Bye!